trying to navigate all my windows. One sec. I switched over on the stream, I think. Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yeah, you have.
Just move my chat over there. Okay. Let's just continue right where we left off. I think there was a muffler in the muffler. And then the judge said, "That's fucking crazy."
True.
That's all I know.
If there was a muffler in my muffler, I'd probably go.
I'd be pretty pissed, to be honest, especially if it was Edgeworth's call. Yeah, I don't know. I will simply voice Phoenix. Ah! Why did I get jump scared? That just terrified me so much. Mr. Wright? Oh god, I don't have a Phoenix. Whatever. I need Llama to do everything else, so. Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Fucking dumb. Like you're swimming up from the bottom of the lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much. Hi, Griffin. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. Which apparently isn't the muffler, unless we just haven't talked about that yet. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Cowboy?
Maybe cowboy? Hold up. Oh, fuck. Hold up, partner.
I don't know who else is gonna open with that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is cowboy. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall?
I forgot he showed up here. Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory.
That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. What the fuck was in the muffler if it wasn't the muffler?
You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all?
Oh yeah? You mean a Tim Allen?
I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it, too, I'd reckon.
What does that mean? It means there's a muffler in the muffler. In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken?
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? Shit.
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee.
What? 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 That's... Goodbye. I mean, how else could you continue a conversation?
I love that characters in Ace Attorney are just insane.
That man's a cowboy from West LA. Please be Edgeworth. I'd like
Sure, I
to
can do that.
resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh, he's pissed. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes, I'd kiss you on the lips. What's more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is bent. Why am I so judgy?
It can't be. This can't happen!
What?
I don't know how to fucking do Edgeworth. I'll figure it out.
It's okay. I don't know how to do Phoenix. I'm just not even trying. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial, despite Mr. Edgeworth's panic attack. During our recess, I was on the swings, and I also requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation.
It's this unacceptable!
Yo. Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Excuse me. Knock knock?
Who's there? What the fuck? Was that actually a knock here? What's with this guy? This is unfair. You guys always know who the question marks are. So if you know there's someone good, you'll be like, mine. A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
You can voice him if you want, I just figured...
Oh, I don't. You're good. What? Hey,
Sure.
The temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. I know this. Who on earth is he? Is he gonna finish his knock-knock joke? Is my game freezing? Ah, it's you! Hello?
Oh! Sorry I'm late, Uchi. The roads were packed. It's just me.
The game freezer.
Long time no see, eh, Uchi? How you been? Swim much these days?
Ah, hello! No, I've been so busy on the swing set, on the slide.
Busy smizzy, Uchi, my boy. You have to make time to relax.
What? There's a murder, right? Yes, indeed!
Someone died for this.
Uchi seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. I'm also scared. I'm sorry, but who are you?
Aha! So you're Rhino, the attorney! I've heard good things about you, son.
Is this fucking Hugh Neutron? What the hell is happening here? Thanks.
So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly!
Little Worthy? Mr. Wright! You don't know the district chief of police who's clinically ill. Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Is such a thing he does?
Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
Bro, if he wasn't blinking, I'd be concerned for the state of my game. He's the Twitch stream checker. Make sure it's working. I'm not dropping any frames. So, what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's Worthy here. Look at this poor fellow.
He is pissed.
I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Oh. Hey, that's my sister's muffler, found in the muffler, presumably. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. Wow, 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 wow. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler, which makes sense because they probably wouldn't want to make another Sprite.
But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe.
Yay!
On Little Worthy's car, no less.
Are you gonna keep doing this? I can't.
It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What's this?
It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Oh. What the fuck is on? I thought there was a knife.
Chief. What kind of outfit are you running?
Oh, I think it's orange. Mr. Edgeworth!
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait.
That was not me.
Or didn't you hear me?
Oh. Hear that man plucking that bass line?
Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, get fucked.
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious?
I don't know if there's a trial going on. We're just dunking on Edgeworth.
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
God damn. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm very glad I used the word blunder.
God.
The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. I don't know why that's my job. But could you open it up for me, I wonder? I hear you got that new DS strategy. Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Red, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Maybe.
Surely one of you has a stylus.
Unfortunately, I'm playing this on the PC. I didn't select that. Oh, yeah, wacky controls. I mean, presumably I just, like, do it there. Ah, don't scare me like that! This knife is really fucked up. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? Or rust? I'm glad I had to do that myself. That was very necessary for the game.
This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police? And this knife? We're really doing nothing about the muffler.
Sure thing. Not a problem, not even a little one, really.
We're moving on. There's a department in disorder.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here.
Oh.
Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
What the wait, was he saying a different detective was killed at the police department? He was saying that. Okay, there was a murder at the police department? A detective? I thought... What?
That's hush-hush information, LG. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Well...
Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office.
There's two? Oh, there's a Super Mario Maker 2? Order!
Anyway, we at the department were all aflustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
That dude did say top twice. I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright? 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course. How did I hear you? That was in your parenthesis bubbles. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Yo, was I healed after? Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, wait a minute.
Am I reading these or no?
No.
I don't remember how I did it.
When he says keep my questions, does that mean like I can only do certain things?
No, you can press.
Okay.
You can press if you want.
Okay. Excuse me, special?
Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else.
Might that special thing be this little tag?
Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife.
Edgeworth's magic knife.
Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime?
Wait, so where was this knife found? Maybe we haven't talked about it a lot yet. That's quite a mystery. Never mind.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler.
So the muffler was in the muffler. The knife was in the muffler in the muffler.
The switchblade knife was in the muffler.
And the other knife was in the man.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless there's evidence. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That 550. Okay, I'm just gonna go through what this dude's saying down.
Sure.
This knife was found at the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you?
See, there's a lot of things that go on in the department I can't explain.
People just love moving knives around. It's our favorite pastime.
It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto.
Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, righto? Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I have an idea, actually. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time.
So how are things down at the department?
Well, it's definitely telling me what statement to go after. Because don't I have a weird thing right here? Yeah. Victims and memo 675-12-2. It's probably the same as what's there, but let's look at it. Well, part of it is. I'm afraid to accidentally click on things. This is very difficult to do.
You can't present from this, like, menu or anything like that. Like, as long as you're looking at evidence,
I mean,
you're not going to be able to present.
This is... I'm, like, reading this backwards. The 2 is upside down, but... SL9 2. Oh, is that all? Is the note upside down? Is that what's going on here? Oh yeah, that is the note. Okay. This is not the right statement. Let me get out of here. Tab present. Me when I objection.
Nice.
Wait a second.
Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection.
This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? I can't. The judge is so hard. He doesn't say order enough.
Aha! An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Udgy? This is great.
He's living his best life. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s, 12/2? It's the new Kingdom Hearts game. Your Honor, that's not Kingdom Hearts. It's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Wow, 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 wow.
Spin.
He won. On February 21st. Wait, isn't it February 23rd in this game right now? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Ah! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that's written on this knife's tag. Holy shit, I don't know how to think. Order, order! Well, Chief.
Oh, well.
I don't know why I feel inclined to voice the crowd anytime they make a noise.
I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto.
It was a cat who did it. I win? What game is this guy playing?
This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Is this... I'm in cross-examine mode, but this is a new... Oh.
Yeah.
This is the same. A detective is killed at the police department scene. So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happened.
This guy's a game show host.
It was evidence from a case long since solved.
So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. I'm thinking really hard about this, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car, in the double muffler. Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
That was a...
Okay, I feel like it wants me to do something here, but let me press his other statements just so I could do it, but I think that's what the game wants me to do, but I'm unsure right now. Is this the beginning? One sec, I'm sorry, I'm confused how this testimony is... How is this the first statement?
It replaced the, Wait, did it replace? Yeah, it replaced the, second statement, I think, with the, new one.
I see, and everything before it was just... gone. Okay. So I haven't pressed this, I don't think. If I have, I'll just skip it. Something happened at the police department too, huh?
You've got a good look in your eyes there, righto, my boy? Sharp. Hungry. So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why did you ask?
Checkmate, atheist.
No matter, I understand. You were busy with Lana's case and all.
Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? Something. Oh. I like their little segues to get back into the cross-examination.
I agree.
I think they're cute. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? We've established this, I think.
That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy?
I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
Just arrested? That was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, righto?
I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case.
Ooh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
Well, oh wait, okay. I know this one because there's the police department, and then this was at 5:15 because you already told me, buddy. Well, how was the detective killed?
How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife.
A knife?
That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit. We're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same.
It was also found in Miles Edgeworth's car. What? What do you mean?
Did you check your rear seats?
Have you ever...
I lose water bottles back there all the time.
When was the last time you opened your engine?
There are more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death.
It seems like I'm gonna have to press this a bit harder.
The time of the crime? 5:15.
I'm so lost in this cross-examination. Detective is good. Okay, no, I've done that one. Okay. Hold it. 5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What?
Funny, isn't it?
I feel like we've talked about this already.
A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances?
I don't know, it's kind of a low chance. Coincidence? The judge didn't shut him up. This is just my gut feeling. I don't know why that happened, but I'd say there's a 0.01% chance of that happening.
I haven't loaded that sprite yet.
Chief Gann, please tell us more about the incident. Well, I don't know if that's... it only is exactly the same. How could you say there's no connection?
How? Because I'm the chief of police. I forgot who I was for a second. I can't just say anything I please, righto? You understand.
Try to understand, righto.
Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you.
Well,
maybe there is something that ties the two murders together.
besides the knife? Whatever it is, I better find and get to the... Oh wait, no, the knife was found. Never mind. I better find and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And the knife! What was it doing there? I better check this knife out. Okay.
I'll steer you a little bit, since I can tell you're a little lost. You can squeeze more out of him from the one thing and one thing only.
Oh, I could press that again?
Yeah.
Okay. On the same day, the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective. We've already discussed this, I think. Yeah.
Yep, remember when you pressed this?
I remember when you pressed it.
He's still at a loss for words.
Why am I doing it again? We just arrested the suspect. Yep. Wow, that was crazy.
I just put that bitch in handcuffs myself.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You ever gonna tell me who it is?
No?
Oh, okay. I'll tell you where... But I already know... Whatever. So tell me, where is the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found.
Never mind, I thought we've established it was at the police department.
But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room? But wait a second, I have heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? With the knife? Why would he... Yeah? Oh. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? Oh, goodbye. We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. I just have to... so if I show him the knife again, the knife is probably mentioned. Yeah, does the game know that the knife came from the evidence room?
I would just press it.
You know what you're doing. Chief, the defense position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
Huh? You don't say. Well, out with it, righto. What's your connection?
Yes, out with him, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention, the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag.
We also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. Yeah?
You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all.
Can we get the information unofficially? Nice try.
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
Yay. What? Really? Who would have guessed?
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
Hold it. If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh well. I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Victims division. I have a man's ID card, but I only have the victim's. I want to know his ID number. Fuck it. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep a tight lid on ID's numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189.
Well, that's quite long. I'm just gonna quickly be like, how the fuck does that work? I'm gonna just remember that for a second.
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
82. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim in the police department, 5842189. This does tell me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning... Dun-dun-dun-dun. It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? I don't know. Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? I don't fucking know what it tells me, but it tells me something. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Yo, what up? Goodbye.
Hey, it's me.
Yo, you died twice, apparently. Witness.
Damn, I hate when I die twice.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, it got confused.
And this is news.
Huh?
Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do.
The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh ho! Is it yours? What? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. Now prisoner 246024605-1. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I forgot it. You didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189.
Wait a second, right? What does this...
Fuck, I don't know. Mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. Again. What does our witness think about that? I don't fucking know.
Oh! Sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time.
Speed lines are not so speedy. Objection! That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same...
What?
And in a completely different location?
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on here? I don't really get it. Order, order, order! Chief, what does this mean? What? You're not the chief!
No, what I want to know is why didn't I hear about this?
This seems to be all day for you, Edgeworth.
Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
It turns out you're just really dumb. It was never Bruce Goodman who was dead in your car. You fucking idiot.
What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Well, that did... Well, he did show up.
Officer Meekins?
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Oh, what was this guy? That was me. Oh, yeah. How do I do Spike Boy's warbly flashback? Excuse me, was Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I can't do whatever he does.
He's so fucking good at it. I have no idea.
I'm not gonna try. Maybe later.
You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report.
The report just said you're fucking dumb, lol.
Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room.
Who the fuck is dead in Edgeworth's car?
Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Dipshit.
Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. Goddamn.
In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, were they? What, sir? You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then
Mom, he's doing the thing again. You gonna go for 3? Oh, nice triple.
No such luck this time, worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
I am fucking praying that the crowd is gonna mumble here. God damn it, I want to be like, ooh!
What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
What was the first? Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? No, oh, well, it's, do I remember? I don't remember.
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be...
Oh. You cut out there on my part. Hello?
You submitted a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial.
He just vanished.
I disappeared for a second. Sorry about that. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court.
Is that why you just walked in here to dunk on Edgeworth?
The connection was just proven by Rido over there. Good job, Rido, my boy.
Huh? I was just doing my job.
No. No!
Holy shit, he just shit his pants. It seems we have come to the end of this trial because who is dead in the fucking car?
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Please. Just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time. You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. What have we been arguing for the last 20 minutes? I'll record one further day as the prosecution has requested. Would that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. We're just fucked up here.
Somebody died for this. Maybe 2 people.
I don't
Maybe
even...
1 person.
Who did it? Edgeworth, you think you know who's dead in your car? But apparently not. Well, yeah, then... irrevocably fucked trial, so I'm assuming we're going back to investigation, yeah. Welcome back to the plant.
Plant.
Mr. Wright, so... what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot, in the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. I'm just gonna casually read his autopsy report again, because I think there's something. He died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. But his body was... See, I can see a situation where, like, he's stabbed in, like, the police department, right? And then he's taken to the prosecutor's office, but apparently he was found? So unless it's, like, he's like, oh my god, he's dead, but then he wasn't actually dead yet? I don't fucking know. Either that, or we're stabbing a corpse in the prosecutor's office? Fuck it. Well, that's what we're gonna find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it! Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. I could always read your parentheses. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. They're X-ray glasses. Science awaits us. We're back at the car. Oh, look, it's a different corpse. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
Well. Oil drum was empty.
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor. It was ribboned with water. This is exactly what I sounded like last time. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all! It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there's blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Heh, hee hee heh. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. I will fucking kill you right now. What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Yay! What? Luminol?
Luminol! Woo! We love luminol!
Do we? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. What? We're testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. They're my looking at luminol glasses. Oh, you got an extra pair of those things? Ah! Welcome to the virtual boy, Mr. Wright. Just for
for the virtual boy.
Test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Do I get a spray button? I do get a spray button. God damn, the Nintendo DS. Like this, see? Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some blood stains. Okay. Any blood there? Hello? A mystery has been discovered. Alert.
Blood.
I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Ever? Scientific investigation in action. Okay, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this? Scientifically. The blood on the shoes. I don't fucking know. I'll be wrong. By the bloodstain's location, of course. It's elementary. Huh? Why is that elementary? I mean, I would think that if there was a fight, you'd expect some bloodstains here. I suppose you might think that. I'm glad we had to take off the glasses to be wrong. Come on, Mr. Wright, we're all counting on you. There's something odd about this bloodstain. But if it's not the location of the blood, then maybe it's the amount of blood that's odd? I don't know why we're over here now. I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright? I'm gonna mark up the floor plans where we found the bloodstain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved my allowance to buy that. How much did it cost? At any chance, I can now just...
I wonder if you can just buy luminol from Walmart.
We can't be sure that the police reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this spray on anything suspicious.
A spray bottle of luminol on Google Shopping is like $22.
Nice allowance. Oh boy. I wasn't ready for you to actually show up again. Fuck.
Who do?
You do, please.
Alright, I do. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box.
Miss Star!
You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two.
Welcome back.
This day-old deli box is on the house.
Wasn't the trial literally today? So it's...
Yeah.
Fuck you. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead... What? The kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering.
There you go.
Hold up. I have an idea. Oh, I want to spray her, but she won't be there. Okay. I'll just talk.
I vanish whenever you pull a
Whenever
fucking
there's luminol in front of me,
bottle at me.
I will just be gone.
Do not point at me. I will disappear. You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
Yeah, eat shit. Also, whose body did you see? my apologies, Miss Star, but...
No, it's okay. It was my fault.
Oh, we know. Fuck you.
I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. It's something no one ever does in this series.
Yeah, who's gonna fucking punish me for it, you little bitch?
I'm gonna spray you with luminol.
Little girl, don't forget what's important here.
I will no longer spray you with luminol.
Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood. And that
Oh. Ow, wow, wow, wow. The llama hombre might cut out.
fuck me.
It's okay.
I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman.
Well, I'm confused about that still. Yep. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Oh, we'll get back to that. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star?
Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they face... They coughed it up.
Oh, I get it. Coughed it up?
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know.
Where are you possibly going with this?
I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be...
Like maybe your angle or your devil.
I can pull this lunchbox out for 5 seconds.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the cough-up queen.
Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go? They were fired? I know.
Life held the night. It was pretty wrong.
Wow.
It's all because of that case, the SL9.
Hey, I heard those letters and number combination before. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... I would like to talk about it! Ah! Fuck you, look at it.
Look at
God damn it, why is this a button?
Look at it!
What do you think about this?
The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife.
I guess both evidence worked.
And on that note. Goodman was the head detective on the case, you know?
Really?
The knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
Oh, that's their season. Do you think you could tell us more about the SO9 incident? Hopefully. What? Why would you not tell me more?
Try me, bitch.
Okay. Sprayer.
You!
Yes?
You said you wanted some hot tea, right?
No, but thanks. Shouldn't even look at it. God damn it now. You must have to brew the leaves as long as to get a rich flavor like this.
We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing.
I just wanted to spray her like a cat. I knew it, so that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. How do I bait you to talk about SL9? I don't know if I can.
You've got other things you can show.
What did I not have last time? What do you think of this photo that you took?
If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime?
I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes.
In other words, 5 minutes after the crime?
Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were.
The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem.
Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again.
Well, you did, dipshit.
Just like that time.
In SL9? That time? Every time we say something, I'm like, yo, you got something for me? Yes.
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable.
Disposable? To who?
2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled.
Well, the whole gang is here.
The police and prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence.
So they didn't solve it?
On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than... The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence.
Oh no. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence?
The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job.
And you were one of those?
Myself and one other person you know well.
Mr. Cowboy. Wait, could it be?
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops. I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall.
But was he role-playing as a cowboy before that also? Like, was he just is that just how he coped with losing his job? I'm a cowboy now.
As professional detectives, we investigated that case from... Jake was particularly determined.
No, he's still a cowboy.
And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However...
Oh wait, there was another guy in that flashback. I didn't notice him.
He hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SO9?
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us.
Wait! Those lunches you sell!
There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in Kirk's office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway?
I'm in a
Just what?
polycule.
Okay, once again, my parentheses, leave me alone. Just when all the detectives on SO9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection!
So, Rookie,
What?
it seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes. Thinking.
Then you should take this.
Salisbury steak lunch?
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
What is this like? Oh, I hope I could somehow use this in the fucking trial. This steak lunch proves it. Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his... Are you going out?
Why do you want to know?
I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. Now he's just like a cowboy. He got along so with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Well, apparently, that's probably where I want to go next, because now I have a lovely steak dinner. Cat cameo.
Let's go, cat cameo.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go somewhere. What's things look?
What's Edgeworth up to? Hey, buddy, you just got your ass humiliated. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And hi.
Cat.
I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here, but this cat is.
Let's go.
I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. Yeah. I guess we'll have to come back. Well, goodbye, Edgeworth's house. Oh, whoops. Goodbye, Edgeworth's house. Goodbye, you. Where?
Go somewhere.
Police department seems to make sense. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Hearing it? What? I don't remember this. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Oh, I could go inside this time? It appears I have 2 rooms I could go into. Wow, everyone looks so deadly serious here. That guy in the back looks pissed. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. Ugh, it makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. Why'd that need to happen? But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead! I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us with much either. Oh, well. We're going to talk about this? So this is the police mascot, is it?
Blue Badger, the future star of the police force.
I wasn't even talking to you. The design's a little changed from the one outside.
Ah, well, the Dancing Blue Badger trademark is still under development, you see.
You're trademarking that, my guy? You have it trademarked?
Absolutely. It's cutting-edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter, and she burst into tears.
Oh, God. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside, then. You give her nightmares. Wish that one... I don't need to... I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna assume I don't need to look at everything else in here. At least this one has, like, eyes. That one just doesn't. Unknown room. Oh, I wonder who lives here. I have no clue. Hey, it's me, the police chief. How are you doing? What? I just like...
I'm also a cowboy.
Didn't you notice? What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. Who's guarding the evidence room? So beyond the door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is the guard station, where is the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Probably. Oh. I guess I was expecting him to actually be here, but I guess I'll look around. Cause he has a Texas pamphlet? This swinging door makes this place... It looks like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I say it'd be more like a yarg myself. Great. What's going... I can't look at Texas. I can't look at the lasso. Look on the floor! A lasso! Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know! Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed! You sure have an active imagination. Phoenix and Investigation and Phoenix and Trial are like 2 different men. Investigation Phoenix, he has control over his life.
Yeah, everything's just so fucked in the courtroom.
Investigation Trial Phoenix, he's just getting dunked on so repeatedly. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. This would be very useful for solving a murder. Nope, okay. Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. What? This is a weird time to do this, but okay. How so? It is a weird time to do this. Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. God damn.
I like that the music starts playing.
Yeah, this cacti, just like her. Okay. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. And the music stopped. Great. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Oh, good talk. Let's check out these ponchos. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. Emma, that's not a security guard uniform. That's a poncho. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A ponchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. That didn't summon him? What are you calling it? I guess probably... The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Well...
Congratulations, you've seen all of Texas.
I'm gonna spray Texas. Shifty... Okay. I was just curious. Damn, Texas was not part of the case. Okay. What the fuck am I doing here?
Going somewhere else.
Oh, good. Okay, the game wanted me to not do anything. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please. Huh? Wasn't that? I don't know.
I knew it. One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you.
Oh, well.
I gotta figure this shit out.
Detective Gumshoe.
Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
A moral dilemma. Do I give Gumshoe my steak lunchman for the cowboy? This is a telltale game. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. He has not eaten in a week. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's no time for despair. We caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence.
The criminal? You mean?
You heard about the stabbing in the police department, right, pal?
On the same day, a detective was killed in the prosecutor's office. Another detective was killed at the police department.
You're the perpetrator. You have a suspect.
I don't know if you know how that just sounded on my end. All I heard was like a high pitch ooh.
It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
But Detective Gumshoe, who was it?
I need to lean that more towards Boston and less towards pirate. Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my...
Nope. Wait, don't leave! Ah!
If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having it. Later.
See you later, alligator. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Detention center. How do I get there again? I'm just here because I think I could get to the...
Later games eventually just straight up have a list of things that you go to, as opposed to, like, the maze.
Visitor's room. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? But, yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. I'm sorry. Well, what was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrator again, sir. That's what I say. Is this the cop? Yeah. Okay. Hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Hey, I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got a report, sir. Officer Beacon, so you're the guard here at the detention center and not the guy to the right? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm just a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? God, this is gonna be a... Ah! Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir! What? What? Now, this is an unexpected turn of events. This is gonna be odd. I'm gonna have to take a sip 1 sec.
Do you need a temporary break for Meekins? Well, there's 3 of you.
Can you do Phoenix for me, please? Because he's just a normal voice.
Sure, I could do that.
Oh, cat. Hi, what the fuck? Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir!
Ow. I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally, there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir. It's probably the cowboy, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall, the cowboy.
Marshall?
Then, sir, I have the glimpse as the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Yeah! Why am I dying?
What the heck is this guy doing?
So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. 3 whole colors. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days?
I saw him yesterday. Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
A bandage on his hand? Just like Miss Sky.
Oh shit, dang. Nice deduction, I didn't think of that. Thank you, Phoenix. Yeah, another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first. Tell us how you hurt your hand.
And the first things first, the victim.
Yeah, first things first, let's, I don't mean to pry, or the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a perpetrator or a victim, sir, then label me victim.
I would, but you happen to be in detention, live, and well at that.
Ah, well, yeah, that's true. Sorry, as a person, you can say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman?
Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side.
So you didn't know him?
Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. God damn. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. Maybe someone around here. Oh, that's you for now. Fuck.
At least someone around here is more confused than I am.
This man will scream every line he says. Oh, Lordy. Let's talk about that hand.
Grab a gallon if you don't already have one.
I got a nice tea.
About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime?
Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But but there was nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do?
Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
The next thing you knew, you were, huh?
Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared and was probably dead for his car because they moved the body and he wasn't actually dead the first time, so why was he dead in the room the first time? I don't understand. What? Then when I looked out, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock, oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt?
The victim's body disappeared?
Did this guy have a bandage yesterday?
I believe so.
That's some story. Oh, well, I don't really know what to do with you. I'm not giving you that steak lunch. Talk to me about the knife? I actually have no idea what to do with you.
Officer Meekins, this is for you.
Hey! I'm scared of knives, sir!
It's okay,
That's it, sir! Last night, sir! That's the one! Shut up! I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled! On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife.
He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot.
What the fuck am I doing with this man? Oh.
Character of all time.
I'm just gonna click through things. Because there's nothing else for me to do, is there?
You can present.
Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's what? My head was a blank until that very moment. This very moment. But sir, now I remember, sir.
You mean you remember what happened?
Correct! That card was the cause of it all! This ID card? Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing!
I'd better pry into this one a little deeper.
I'm glad I'm good at the intuition thing here. I'm trying to think of like anything because I like if the Goodman was the killer, not the killed twice rather.
Can you tell me what it is you do remember?
And the ID was just randomly in the blot, and nobody seemed to notice it. Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. Where are we going? I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room.
And that's why you thought he looked suspicious?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you, I was flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him.
Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him?
Do unto the others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. I saw a knife and I stabbed him first. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here.
Right.
He was not arrested yesterday. So, Officer Meekins, why was it they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, who we met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card.
In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim.
Oh, true. True. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir! That's what I wanted to say! That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. Weird that they would say that when he was also dead at the same time in another dimension. That's interesting. I am remembering these details.
Well, you don't remember the events, clearly.
No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera! The crime, the crime, I saw the stamp out, it's there, it's me, it's on tape! Can I get that guard in the back to ... And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge, I don't deserve it!
No thanks, I have my own. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene.
I guess that reminds me.
Officer Meekins, have a look at this.
Go ahead, sir, laugh! Laugh at me, so what?
Huh?
I know what you want to say. You're gonna tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir, I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. What? No way, I'm alone. All alone. Is that so wrong? Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir.
Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory.
Dude, I never know what to expect with the attorney badge reveal. Keeps me on my toes. Anyway, see ya. I'm gonna save. Goodbye. I'm saving my throat again.
Bye.
Bye. I'm going to the police department. Hi. I'm not here for you.
Hi there.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.
I seemingly could go check out the camera footage. But I'm assuming the cowboy will actually be here this time. Maybe not.
No, 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 no.
What? I'm incorrect?
He's not here.
It looks like the video scene. I think this is the same dialogue. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll know it's the same dialogue if
the
it's like
mark.
red check. Yeah.
Well, I was pretty confident that, you know, I said go check out the security footage. I'll show you what happened. To the check it out Wombo combo. Shit, do I have to go back and talk to him some more?
No, you're done with me.
Okay. Where am I going? Is Edgeworth home? No, I was waiting for him. No.
No. Last place you haven't checked.
Oh, something happening in criminal affairs. Was not my guess. Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. Gaunt? Gant?
Can't.
Okay.
And you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing.
I don't know what this voice reminds me of. I've been trying to figure it out this entire time you've been doing it. I have not succeeded.
Dugsdale's Dimazone?
I am Dugsdale Dimazone. What are the Dimazone? Not
No,
right!
Actually, that's a little different. Not right! That's right!
Sure, I'm sure it's the most, like, totally perfect.
I've already forgotten.
I'm just the chief. We checked all his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hat, and this cat is here again, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal?
Yes, sir! We'll scour the place again, sir! The chief of detectives looks a little flustered.
Aha! Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much?
I believe it's been like 2 hours since we've been in court. Oh, ho, ho, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
No worries. I can do a breaststroke back and forth.
You got a
30 reps in 10 minutes.
You got a fancy song there. What's up, Edgeworth? Is Edgeworth gonna be okay?
Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little query committee with.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boys since last year.
You mean the incidents on Gourd Lake?
Doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it?
They still gave him the award. Well, I guess that wasn't... Was that the chief? Was that the police station or was that the prosecutor's office?
Police station.
Interesting.
And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto?
Yeah, that asshole. Why is he... That's terrifying! His eyes are so wide. Von Carter.
I am in your dreams.
Ah!
A legend he was, undefeated in his fort. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught f***ing evidence.
Oh, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. He murdered someone.
In any case, the prosecutor's office is in turmoil, you might say. Why, they do anything, just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, could be bad for...
What? Well, I'm over it.
It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too.
They're being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed at 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says.
I think at that point we need to start looking into something else, my guy. What evidence is this?
Now, Rido. I can't give away all our secrets just like... And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it.
I wasn't expecting much anyway.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives' mouth trapped shut.
Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier?
Huh? You saw that? Whoops.
I wonder what was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we could kind of discreetly ask him. Are you the chief of detectives? I'm sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. You didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that, just in case. After documented, can only be submitted to the chief of police. Let's really go back. Is that my cue to say goodbye to this guy? I mean, the police department crime scene. Oh. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Hmm? Well, I never thought the day would come when Rado would ask me for...
I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room? Okay, let's count 2. Okay, only 2.
Now, Rado...
Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all.
Rado, please. Do I look like a selfish man?
He's got his brain computation mode. Huh?
Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem.
I could use $50.
So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
Oh, never mind. I don't need the $50. Okay. It just goes to show you never know until you ask.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Hey! This is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks.
Hey, it looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we don't stop it. Get to the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. I was surprised, like, Meekins popped up into my brain. I'm like, no. Let's go to the evidence room. First, let's go here. Now, let's go into the evidence room. Now, let's go check it out manually. I missed.
You fucked.
The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha, the card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, what's got my bambina's sky so gray?
How are you so sure it could be him?
Alright, well...
No, I'm kidding. Oh, what a shock!
Who the
Whoa!
fuck else could it be?
Whoa! That's Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him?
What that? Why does it have to be? Look for. As you may have surmised, this here's my salute.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw!
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little dogies. The crime scene's awaiting.
I do have a steak dinner with your name on it. Beep. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with hombres.
You're busy then?
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak.
Oh, okay. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Luckily, I know just the tool to get you to stop being stupid.
That smell. Ah, reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall? You're from Texas? No, I think we've established this.
No, I just saw a special on television. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, he's not even been. Yeah, Miss Star.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
A filet steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means. Goodbye, steak lunch. My dreams. Crushed.
Alright, Bambina. You win. Ask me for everything.
Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. All it cost was a steak dinner. Sorry, Gumshoe. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm great.
Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us.
That poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong, calling him Lee.
He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look like it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know?
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my city Zippy.
Please tell me Zippy is a car. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here, anyhow. Those newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
It's never mentioned it was a car. You mean the security camera system?
I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know?
Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now. Like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SO9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the history books, or record books, rather. But it smells like a bad game of poker. Can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. Maybe you won't either.
There's some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago? The day of our case.
That's right. The evidence transferals.
Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. Interesting. I'll get back to it. I got a long list.
I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here did.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks.
Okay.
Easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras.
Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned.
If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard and you reckon?
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
That's the card reader by the door.
The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through.
So this is the ID card record. 20, 440, 450, 514, 514. And it was Goodman at 514. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I could prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Well, I'll show him the ID number, but gotta finish talking first. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about?
We only keep evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see?
So what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
Goes to sleep forever in the underground vault of the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transfer. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transfer is like a funeral of cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever, dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be investigated.
And that happened to SO9 2 days ago. Interesting. Meanwhile, please check this shit out. See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah! One that was on the ground in the parking lot?
The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card report again. Wow, 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 wow. Alright, 4989 went in twice. Unless the last digits are different. I can't see right now. Look, the fourth number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 514, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the...
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sarah entered the evidence room and asked the man to place ID card. So you used to take the ID card, what do you do? That's the thing, so he pointed a knife at me. Wait. I guess if someone took his card, it doesn't necessarily mean it's him. If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? But he did have the card, yeah, he definitely had the card whether or not it was a real one or not. I think I said the picture, didn't it? Whatever.
Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
ID card record add to the court record. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. It's not a bad idea. I guess I'll show it right back to you. I think I don't need to, but...
Sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence.
He does not give a shit.
About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand.
This is neither Wild nor West here.
Aha! That and this are two different things entirely.
I guess so? I'm lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Yeah, okay. Well, let's go to the evidence room first, and then I could show it to anyone who would have a card, which is just Gant and Meekins, because Angel wouldn't have a card anymore because she got straight up fired. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. I'm scared! Did Gumshoe just get slapped? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal.
I guess I could also ask Gumshoe about his ID card.
So is it true what I heard? Why now, please, do I look like this? No, anyone asked me.
Please tell me Gumshoe's gonna say, "Can I get $50 from Gant?"
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's true.
So, Chief of Police Gant.
He's giving out $50 bills. Come on. Yes.
$50, even me.
Yes. Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation.
Just for today? Boss for a day.
Well, guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you want to have this.
There's from floor plans. Okay. I'm just gonna straight up look at that. Great, it wasn't that detailed. Let me look around real quick, just because I see a lot of shit here. Wow! Look at this big pile of junk in the corner! That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us! True. There's something sticking out of here. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I was just looking at the lockers. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here.
There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That's it. I bet that evidence locker was opened recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. Damn.
If you're going to talk about behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal.
Why'd I have to go after Gumshoe like that? I guess these are probably going to be different. This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would?
Hey, pal. Our security is high-tech around here.
These aren't going to be the same. Oh, there's another part. Yeah, there's a slide. Oh boy, I'll be here for a hot minute. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is.
Ah, that's my personal pole.
Why is it in the evidence room?
I never did get around to using it.
Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Oh, is that the... Oh, okay.
Right, pal. That's that metal detector.
I do remember the metal detector. I also remember the dog.
The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember?
I don't think the dog actually was useful, though. Alright, wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later.
That cheap-looking box?
You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart.
Let's slide.
Slide
Oh,
to the right.
some shit happened over here. Oh, some shit happened over here. Yo, hello, blood print. What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Don't even need the luminal. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, we need the luminal. What if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use your testing fluid to check it out. I will do that after I look at other things. Gumshoe's on hold. Well, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps?
There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from The Case.
The case?
The SL9 incident, pal. See those sticker on one of them pieces there?
Another piece of SO9 evidence. Yeah, I'll take a closer look. Why not? I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together?
Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Is this Nintendo DS? Oh, God.
With the power of the Nintendo DS!
Oh, this looks miserable. Oh, boy.
I'm gonna get up for the briefest of instants.
You might have a while to do that. What am I trying to do here? I see what I'm trying to do here. I don't like it. Oh, I need a triangle. Is that triangle enough? I don't know, let's find out. No. Give me triangle or give me death. Oh, there's blood on this piece. That's the top of a vase. I don't know if I'm looking at the shape right, so watch my new great strategy take place before your very eyes. What am I looking at? What's that? Dude, I'm like actually confused. Like I just keep rotating until it's the right one. This boy's got the triangles. I don't know what to say. There we go. That's a more distinct shape. Whoops. Oh, it's more distinct to an because that's gotta be like top. Me when I will just hit the wrong button 80 times.
I'm back.
I'm solving the case of the mystery thing, but not very well. No, it's just that. What? You serious? That's just how my top piece is going, yeah. Just... Oh. Well. Yeah, okay, that's the top. I don't got a piece. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with.
Still, doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar.
I kind of understand how it got broken. Unstable jar has been added. No, there's still more to look at here. If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Hello, gloves. Someone left a glove here, but only one. That's all mine. Detective Gumshoe, maybe?
There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know.
You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Rubber glove has been added to the cord record. Yo, what's going on with the paint? What is the saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time.
Where are you possibly going with this?
True art has always been a war against oppression.
True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger?
Well, you might say this is my studio.
The evidence room? Here the... Yeah, that's what I said!
People died for this.
That locker's open. Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit!
That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint.
Detective Goodman's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it.
It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Interesting. I have to spray luminol. And then finally go back and talk to Gumshoe. I didn't expect this room to be so involved. Hello, I'm here to spray. You guys got any blood anywhere over here? Blood check.
Blood check.
Blood check.
Blood check. Blood check.
Blood check.
Blood check.
Yo.
You found it. You found blood.
It was on the same spot. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. I guess we couldn't tell that. I guess we couldn't tell the hand before. What's the matter, detective?
This locker. It's mine.
It's yours.
Please. You have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll justify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You do that to me, won't you, pals?
This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans.
I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the bullet.
Okay, Gumshoe. What? But you're a detective! I'm just gonna do a... Well, don't know why that only activated then. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective?
Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien?
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans.
Hey, if you don't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked.
Damn. I'm gonna assume there's not a third, but I'm just gonna quickly just go. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I think that's everything I could examine. Yeah, God. Alright, Gumshoe. How are you doing?
I'm over here.
So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day?
That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for the first trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again.
I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest.
I believe in you, Gumshoe.
In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? I'm sure...
Aha, of course. I'm a detective, after all.
I potentially should have talked to you before investigating.
They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open.
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in the court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident.
Edgeworth was involved in that?
That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
Maybe we could get him to tell us more about the case.
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open.
Using their ID card?
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint.
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our...
It's funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it...
Zap, you get a shock?
If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious.
Dude's touching every locker.
There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
Interesting. It's probably related to the blood stain, but wow, my gumshoe's locker. Let me show you the list. I want everyone's ID card number. That's my other goal. Can you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
I heard the rumors. So it was Mr. Goodman who came in here on the day of the...
Whoa, whoa.
Wow!
What is it?
That second number.
It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh. What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
What? What? It's not what I was expecting to get out of this. I didn't even know Edgeworth would... I guess it makes sense, but I didn't even, consider Edgeworth on my list of people to ask about that. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? It's a great question. Do you have anything to say about it? No, I don't know if I got anything else to do with you.
You got
What?
here still. You got things to do in here still.
With Gumshoe or just in the room?
Both.
Okay. Gumshoe, I got a million pieces of evidence nowadays. I don't know. I don't know what to do with him. I could get his opinion on anything. This glove is in this room you're in. Look at it.
Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing!
Fair. That's fine.
You bet it's fine, pal.
Gumshoe, what are we gonna talk about together? Okay.
No.
We're gonna be doing this a couple times.
Nothing!
Do you have any opinion? Yeah, okay.
Nothing!
Gumshoe, this is your house. No, I'm out of things. You want to talk about this lost report? No?
Nothing!
I didn't think so. It'd be weird if you did. Gumshoe, what am I doing with you? This?
Detective Goodman's note, and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone.
Because of the SO9 connection?
That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Mr. Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
But why would evidence from that case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case.
Okay. SL9 deeds. ID card?
That's the victim, Detective Goodman's ID card. These days, everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax.
It's only because you always lose your card.
I always forget my secret number, too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to?
Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. You got anything for me? Yes, you do now. Okay.
That was a bloody violent case.
Violent, so it was a murder?
A serial killing.
Serial killing. A serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all.
But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago?
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. Started the rumor mill.
Rumors about forged evidence?
It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transfer the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
I'm getting a Steam message.
Who?
I don't know if that pops up on my stream or not.
I didn't see it.
So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Do I want to show you the knife? No, it's gonna be the same. Yeah, I've actually done this conversation.
Nothing!
No, there is something, but I've done it already.
Something!
Yeah, no, wait, that's the wrong one. One sec, let me... Did I miss something here? Oh, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what I'm doing.
I can spell it out if you want.
Do I have to spray more spray?
Yeah.
How did I miss a spot? Unless it's on this side of the room.
You missed the entire left half of the room.
Bruh. I thought it was too far away for anything.
You'd be surprised.
That's it. Gumshoe, get over here. Oh. The game's like, whoa.
Whoa, you found something.
Whoop! Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch the spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant.
Hey. That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What, this? It's called luminal testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow 50 bucks from you.
Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans.
Hey, pal, look at the time.
Oh, I've done it all. Was there something you needed to be going to?
It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out. I'm gonna go give them my report for the day.
What the fuck is that?
It might help, you know.
Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems?
Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he could use a report like this. I believe in him.
Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe?
I'm off, pal. Later.
Well, I've done it. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Okay. I do need to grill...
Hey, Bambi.
Are you still here? No. Unfortunately, I need to grill you. What's your ID number?
Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this?
I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry. I've no... Wait, why? Huh? Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir? He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright.
Takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth.
I thought you would have intel there. Okay, I guess not.
Nope.
Edgeworth it is. Oh, you're unemployed. Hi, prosecutor's office. Edgeworth, you've made the room 5. Who the fuck are you?
You don't remember him?
Is he a character?
He was the bellboy from the second case.
Did he have more than 2 lines of dialogue?
He had a whole testimony. His name is Bellboy.
I remember the 2. I do not remember this guy.
That's okay.
Ah, guest, my apologies. Oh, it's you. He knows him. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Why was he here? Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Dramatic Edgeworth.
Right.
He has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am.
By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you.
Yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently a new French restaurant is opening here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
Didn't even read it. The real info's on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Well, let's talk turkey. So how did the inquiry committee go?
Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes. Apparently, there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again.
Again?
I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
Well, we'll get back to that. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow?
Well, I'm still the prosecuting attorney. However,
Something happened?
they gave control of the investigation over the police department.
The police department?
Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for the results.
I see.
Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still...
Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Well, I got several things I need to show you. First, let's talk about SL9.
I know you. You probably got a hold of some information already, right?
It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in.
You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life.
No problem.
I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner.
He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. I'm assuming.
SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the Deputy Chief of Police at the time, Damon Gatt.
That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then.
He was a top officer, and it was my first time working for him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was a Deputy Chief of Police on the investigation?
In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't.
Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully.
Oh, that's great. We also have to talk about the ID. Oh, right. I better check this now.
As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage.
Edgeworth, you went to the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less.
Yes, that's true.
Why? Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go, by Chief Gant, no less.
The Chief of Police.
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
Screwdriver. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed.
The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the case.
Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Evidence for a past case.
Stubborn as always. I told you this had nothing. Case. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science,
What? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this.
luminol testing fluid. Well then, you might have use for this.
There's more? Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know.
I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Lol. Edgeworth, I'm really...
No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprints for everyone.
Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Okay. I can now fuck around and find out. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. I do remember that. See ya. Oh, she's gone.
Goodbye. The blue badger is just missing.
He's also gone.
Goodbye.
They're all on here. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, this blood on the detective evidence's locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. What? A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger! Thumbtown. USA. That's the most. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. Her Nintendo DS love. First, you sprinkle the aluminum powder around. What? How do you do that? With enter. See? It looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the Okay, I'm no... I understand the Nintendo DS. Huh? How do I do that? With E. Exciting, I know. This didn't age as well. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake, but with a button instead of doing it. Wow, that looks like fun. Might take some time getting used to, though. It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. Guess I better give it a try. What am I doing here?
I imagine you can also use, like, mouse and pointer, and that's probably a little faster.
Ah!
Oh,
You're right.
Or not.
No,
I don't know.
I could. I hit the other mouse key. Like, right click, but I blow is not that. I'm uncovering something, I think. Wait. Right? That's how I have to get into it. Whoa! Look at that. Am I done yet?
You're going at a fucking snail's pace.
Like, should I be clicking faster?
Yeah, smash the fuck out of your mouse button.
Ah, you did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left his handprint must have worn gloves. Let's check that. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. There is a thing. It seems there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. I see it. So just and then I had some. Oh, I only have to press E once.
Yeah.
I didn't understand how the E key worked.
Now you understand how to E.
Boy, that's looking like a thumb. You want more? Get out of here. Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. But there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point out the person you think who left these prints. What? How am I supposed to know who it was? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Hello, Gumshoe. Comparing. Comparison complete.
Much fault.
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. That's what I was thinking. My 200 items. That's not what I wanted.
Probably just investigate this first.
This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right? Right! There was a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? There go her eyes sparkling again. Check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only have ended up finding it using chemical means. Any print in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Other print alert.
Intuition.
Oh, according to my hand, it says there might be something here.
What are you, a dog?
I have to. Goodbye. Get. Yo. Real fingerprint hour. I have found something, but not something enough.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, well, that's looking similar. Oh, cowboy.
Match phone.
Hello, cowboy. Hey, these fingerprints, they... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall! With ones and exclamation. That really messed with my brain. Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints. This will be important. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh! Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints. On a white blood stain. Very conveniently only wears half gloves. Why would Officer Marshall? It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. Wow, wow, wow. I don't believe it. Oh, thank goodness. that was a long investigation. I am not going to court today.
Alright, fair enough.
I'm calling her there.
Sounds good.
Oh, good stuff. Lots. Now I have like 2,000 pieces of evidence. So fuck me next
Murder
time.
Monday.
Murder Monday. One cat to say goodbye.
Murder Monday with one cat.
All right. Thank you for watching, gamers.
Bye.
I will see you in a week. Wow, 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 wow.
Every Monday it's murder.
Except for the Mondays I can't do it.
True. Then there's no murder.
Final thoughts from this cat. Say something to my people. Or don't. That's... I mean, I can't control you. She's just a menace. Goodbye! She bit my hand as I tried to end the stream.